Okay, today I'm going to get started with the Riolis kit. So I just read through the instructions. So the first instruction says, first, it is advisable to find the center of the canvas. Combine it with the design center shown by arrows on the chart, S1, S2. So the center of my canvas, so this thing is already folded, so the center, here. Here are the charts again. S1 probably stands for side 1, and the other one, S2, probably stands for side 2. So what's different about these pages? So on the second page, you can see this pink line. So you don't want to stitch that pink line, you don't want to skip this white line, or else you'll look like you'll have a white line through your final cross stitch. So the pink is actually a copy of the last line here on this paper. So like you can see the two dots here, those are the exact same here. So when you go to the next line, you just skip this white line here and you jump to this next pattern for this final, for the second page. So if you overlap this page over those lines, it should be exactly the same. So the next part of the instructions say that the colors that are on the chart doesn't necessarily mean that it is this color. So like green doesn't mean that the thread you're going to be using is green, blue is not blue. You have to look at the chart, which is on this side here. So first row, those are the symbols that you see on the legend. Column B tells you how many threads go through the hole whenever you make a stitch. So like this is 2 threads, 2 threads, French knot, 2 threads, and this means that you are using 2 colors, and this is 3 threads that go through the hole, and this is backstitch with 1 strand and backstitch with 2 strands, and those are 3 strands, backstitch, and I think that covers it all. C column. This correlates to the color of a thread you're going to use. So let's see. Number 1. So you look at all of your threads here, you look for number 1. And that is right here. This is number 1. So this is the color for this symbol. And all the other colors are here. Like if this one is using 2 colors, you want to use number 5 and number 3. So you go over here and you see that number 5 is here and number 3. So you combined 1 thread of this with 1 thread of this. And lastly, D column, that's how many threads you are using, I think. Yes. That's how many threads you're going to use. So yeah, that makes sense to me. Yep. That's how many threads. It kind of correlates with this. Like if you see that's double, that's 2. 2 is double. And if you see a 3, that's 3. That's 3 strands. So this is the left side, S1. I want to start in the center. So this is the middle where the arrow says. So if you go all the way to the end, usually each of these squares is 10 by 10. 10 across and then 10 horizontal, 10 vertical. But on the last square, you can see that it's not 10. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's only 9. So you be sure that you don't assume that there is a 10 by 10 on this square here on this left page. So I'm going to start right here. So I'm looking at this here. It is a gray square with a hollow circle in the center. So I go down this list and it is here. It's this one. It is a double stitch number 9. So look for number 9. So there's a bunch of number 9s here. And the number is on top and the correlating thread is next to it under. 9. So I'll take one of these out. Okay, number 9. You go like this. I don't know how much I want. Maybe like this much is good. So I just put it back on this little handy holder thing. I cut it. Okay. So let's just do a 9 across. So the ends together. So this thread is pretty thick. It's wool and it looks fuzzy and more thick. So, and the needle is a very big needle. And you just put it through. Okay, and then I leave like, I don't know, 3 inches. Hold on to it. And going in, 9 across. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So full thread, so I have my loop here. Push needle through the loop. Then it should be snug, like this. And just do 9 across. So I have 9 across right here. That correlates to the 9 across right here. And the last line of this line is actually over here, where you can see the end of the arrow. It is actually also the same color, so I'm just gonna go ahead and make 10. Okay, 10 across, and the back side looks like this. Okay, I'm at my last stitch, and what I want to do here is take my needle, and I'm on the bottom left of the square here. See? And I want to stick my needle in the center of this square into the fabric, like that. And you just push all the way through, and that will end your stitch. Doop. And then you can take your needle out. And then you're on the back here. It is all vertical lines. And you can just leave like a little bit of thread here and cut. Yep, there you go. And next one, 2 threads, different colors. 2 colors. This is the back. Okay, 1 square done. And this is the back. All vertical lines. And side by side.